Spooktober, the season famous for harvest moons, jack-o'-lanterns, and truly frightening things like
Canadian Thanksgiving.
Just look at them. That aside, I wanted to get in on this month's fun and thought it might be cool to do a list covering some anime that fit right in with the spooky theme. And so, coming at you right now are 7 anime, in no particular order, that I think in one way or another are just perfect for the Spooktober season. Number 1. Another. Based on the Japanese mystery horror novel of the same name, Another is a 12-episode cult favorite, and arguably the first thing that pops into the minds of many when they hear the term horror anime. The story focuses on a town seemingly plagued by a curse, and in which students of Class 3-3 keep dying in brutal, yet seemingly innocent, accidents. Determined to figure out just what is happening and how to stop it, it's up to transfer student Koichi Sakikibara to discover why his peers are dying and how their deaths tie into a tragedy that struck their school decades before. While I think that it almost becomes comedic near the end, with its over-the-top death scenes, this one part grim mystery, another part gore-fest, is still quite an interesting watch, and anyone who is a fan of Western-style horror movies, especially stuff like Final Destination, will probably enjoy it. Number 2. Corpse Party Tortured Souls. Based on a survival horror game of the same name, Corpse Party follows the story of 9 students who gather in their high school at night to bid farewell to a friend. Though they try to perform a ritual for them to remain friends forever, using small paper charms shaped like dolls, things soon go horribly wrong. Not realizing that these charms are connected to a series of gruesome murders that took place in the old school, resting under the foundation of their very own, the ritual sends them to a decrepit schoolhouse in an alternate dimension. Trapped in this other dimension with vengeful spirits, the students must work together to escape, lest they remain trapped forever. Spoiler alert, with a name like Corpse Party, it doesn't go too well. Number 3. Soul Eater. Set in a world where humans with the ability to transform into weapons team up with talented wielders called Meisters, Soul Eater follows the adventures of 3 teams attending Death Weapon Meister Academy in the hopes of mastering their craft, and with any luck, one day absorbing enough evil souls to turn into death scythes. Now, while not exactly a horror anime per se, Soul Eater is still a dark fantasy, and similar to The Nightmare Before Christmas, in that it is a world made up of a spooky motif. I mean, zombies, witches, and even the Grim Reaper himself are all characters in this world, and the academy the main characters attend is located in a place called Death City, Nevada, where the sun and moon look like this. While the end of this anime does stray from the manga as the story goes on, I still recommend it for its unique world, interesting character interactions, and cool fights. Number 4. Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. As this next one on the list proves, who says you can't have a horror story that is also a romance? Based on the manga of the same name, Dusk Maiden of Amnesia tells the story of Teiichi Nia, a transfer student who upon getting lost in the old wing of his new school, meets a beautiful girl named Yuko Kunue. Yuko Kunue, something like that. Anyway, the only problem is that she just so happens to be a ghost haunting his school, and Teiichi seems to be the only one who can see her. Unable to remember who she is or how she died, Teiichi decides to help her uncover her past and joins the Paranormal Investigations Club in order to search for clues to her mysterious death, as well as why certain parts of his school have unexplainably been closed off. All the while though, the two grow closer, and as their love blossoms, begin to wonder if helping her pass on is really what they want. Striking a fine balance between a cute romance and straight up horror, man is the way she dies super screwed up. I suggest this anime to anyone who is in the mood for some horror with an unorthodox spin. Number 5. Paranoia Agent. Sometimes, the way we spread fear as a society can be the most terrifying of all. Or at least, that's what this show seems to believe. Created by director Satoshi Kon, best known for other bizarre works such as Perfect Blue and Paprika, Paranoia Agent begins with a string of street assaults by an assailant known as Little Slugger, an elementary schooler who rides around on inline skates and beats his victims over the head with a bent, golden baseball bat. In impossible to catch or understand his motives, Little Slugger appears to be no ordinary child, and as his number of victims begin to grow, paranoia and chilling rumors begin to spread. Not only that, but as we follow the detectives in charge of apprehending him and learn more details about the secret lives of his victims, the rabbit hole of just what is happening begins to get much deeper. Surreal, unsettling, and often blurring the line between fantasy and reality, this is the perfect kind of anime if you want to engage in spooks of the more cerebral variety. Number 6. Hellsing Ultimate. Set in a world with vampires, ghouls, and other paranormal foes, the Hellsing organization, named after the legendary vampire hunter Abraham Van Helsing, does its best to fulfill its mission of searching for and destroying any forces of evil that threaten the world. While this isn't exactly an easy job, what with the recent increase of occultist Nazis bringing forth the supernatural, Hellsing organization has a secret weapon, Alucard, the original and most powerful vampire who serves as their loyal servant after his defeat to the original Van Helsing. Have you ever wondered what it would be like if Count Dracula was an eldritch abomination who wears a stylish red coat and is proficient with guns? Well, whether you have or not, Hellsing Ultimate answers that question in this badass, if not extremely, gory series. Alternative suggestion, if you think that watching all 10 50-minute episodes might be too much for you, you can always watch the excellent abridged series by Team 4-Star that not only cuts down the length of the episodes significantly, but adds its own twisted, comedic spin as well. Number 7. Ghost Stories. Speaking of abridged series, the last anime on my list is truly an example of lightning in a bottle. In its original Japanese dubbed form, Ghost Stories is a mediocre, somewhat watchable show about a group of preteens and their evil cat sidekick who investigate and fight ghosts with the help of a book left behind by the protagonist's dead mother. When it did poorly in Japan, the apathetic company behind it basically shrugged and told the dubbing team to do whatever they wanted. Luckily for the anime world, the dubbing team embraced this creative freedom and gave us something truly special, turning the once subpar anime series for kids into a hilarious, self-aware, and highly offensive fan favorite. Filled with stereotypes, pop culture references, sexual jokes, and plenty of fourth wall breaking, Ghost Stories is probably the only example we'll ever get of an officially licensed, abridged-like series. While some of the culture references haven't aged the best, I still think it is a comedic masterpiece that is perfect for this season.
Principals always look like lesbians. Mom? No, it can't be. I want a huge allowance and breasts when I get older.
And when I get older, I want to fondle said breasts.
I told you I'm going to be fine. Why are you still crying?
Because these pajamas are gay.
Oh my god, what the hell's happening here? These are the fastest lip slaps I've ever had to sing! Drag queens won't bother you. Worry about priests.
You won't think of him to consider all the Halo playing and monkey spanking I've sacrificed!
I don't mean to be racist, but those people cannot drive.
Satsuki, let's sing! Jesus loves me. Come on, you know the words!
Mom, what's going on?
Come rub my nipples.
Excuse me?
People in my house look like my father and my brother after 9 masters with
Yeah, diggity.
When this bitch kicks, I'm moving to Vegas.
We can't leave Kyle still!
I don't care about your cat, he's probably dead. Think of a big black man chasing you! Well, he's not racist.
I guess not. He's only 0.2 seconds faster.
Do you have any books written by black people?
Yeah.
I'm too young to die. The only person I've had sex with is my babysitter.
Oh my, what a gifted seamstress. I hope you're not a homosexual.
Hey, want some candy, little boy?
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
No corren in the hospital, cabrones! ¿Cuándo has visto al niño que luce que esta es el primo grado? No, estúpida! Adiós, gracias!
Tommy, please forgive me for bringing you back to life. I know now that it could never work between us. As much as we wanted to, it could never be! Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
And there you have it, folks. 7 anime that I think, for one reason or another, are absolutely perfect for this Spooktober season. Did you enjoy my list? Feel that there's anything you want to add? Why not leave a comment below? I hope you all enjoyed my video, but if not, everything you saw is just an opinion. And remember, don't take anything I say too seriously. After all, I'm just the Wannabe Reviewer. Thanks for watching.